Hello, and not gonna lie to you lads, I do be feeling pretty damn ill right now, and it just feels like I've been grabbing a cactus and sucking on it all week. My throat is like, killing me! But you know what? Let's dream that I'm okay, as the show must go on. It's the Gameweek 9 Dream Team. This is the series where I get my magic crystal ball out, as it helps me to predict the highest scoring players of every game week. Very easy, right? Yeah, we'll see. Where I can then compare my guesstimation to last week's actual Dream Team, which looked like this. Which scored 129 points, the actual second lowest it's been all year. Wow. Which is actually quite surprising as well, saying it contains a lot of popular players and the likes of Bruno, Ziyech and Kyle Walker-Peters there. But it just goes to show you the game week numbers can still be quite low when there are also no big surprises in the Dream Team here. And sometimes it's just so impossible to predict, which is exactly why I do this series, right? Yeah. But my prediction, guess what? Good guess prediction of my Dream Team last week looked like this. With 50 points. Actually not too bad, as half of them were bloody blankers, but if this was just a defender Dream Team, I would have done like the best in the entire world. Wow, look how good I was here. But for the rest of the team, it was just a big unlucky, wasn't it? But before we move on to the Gameweek 9 Dreamy Team, let's talk about the sponsor for today, OneFootball. OneFootball is an all-in-one football app bringing you news from the entire football world to make sure there is never a thing that you miss out on. During the international break, it can be a time where we all miss out on important stories of players and teams that you may want to know or need to know for FPL, or you just want to know about all the football in general. But this app here can actually help us in FPL in a bunch of different ways. Checking our player has been performing in the league, but also you can filter by different competitions to see how they've been doing elsewhere as well as looking at a team and their recent form to see how they've been doing lately, to see what team is the current pushovers and what other team are the current golden boys that you just want to jump on right now. So that is OneFootball, the football news app to bring you everything you want to know about football, which can be used by any footy fan or any FPL manager if you want to get better. So if you're interested, you can click on the link on the top of the video description down below and download for free today. That's OneFootball, free to download right now. But moving on to something else right now, it's my Gameweek 9 Dreamy Dream Team, where we are going to have to do a bit of a speedy run here. Not too in-depth as I usually do, otherwise my throat is going to have to be doing a bit of 2-week self-isolation because it's just dying here, man. So starting with the keeper, it's Lucas Fabianski, the highest scoring keeper out of them all right now, and also had the most points out of any keeper last week as well, so technically has the best FPL form out of them all, right? Playing for a normally wibbly-wobbly West Ham back line, but have actually shown a bit of solidity at the back lately, and actually been doing quite well. Wow, 2020 surprises literally never end, do they? But this week, he has the impossible, hard task to keep out Sheffield United. I really don't know how he's going to cope with this one. What is he going to do? Where Sheffield United have been so clinical, so deadly in front of goal, they've scored 4 goals all season in their first 8 games. Damn, there is literally no stopping them right now, is there? Wow. So, thoughts and prayers to Fabianski here, the current best FPL keeper out of them all, against one of the current worst attacks in the entire league possibly we've ever seen. So it might be quite a difficult day in the office for the big man here, but he is our first player in our dream. With our first offender here to dream about, it's Luca Dean, who we all know has the expert quality to whap out his French baguette and deliver in a sexy cross. With this season so far has been quite a bit of a mixed bag for him really, getting 3 assists in 7 games, not too bad for a defender, right? But then also only getting 1 clean sheet and also getting a red card. So I guess it won't be a snooze fest watching him here or owning him, because you just never know what's going to happen. This week he plays against Fulham. Yeah, that's all I need to say really. Do I really need to give much else convincing? If there is any team out there to finally give Everton their 2nd clean sheet of the season and their first since game week 1, it's going to be Fulham, isn't it? Plus Digne is kind of one of the most attacking fullbacks in the league, who can also back me up for choosing him here as our 2nd Dream Team player for the week. With next, this one all depends if either his legs work and if he's actually fit and ready to actually go again. It's Benjamin Chilwell. He did pick up a little bit of an injury over the international break, but may now actually be ready to go, ready for Game Week 9. Where even if he only plays like 50 seconds, He's been doing so well, I reckon he could still get something here. Okay, probably not, but he has been doing pretty damn well so far. Getting 2 goals, 2 assists, and 3 clean sheets in just 5 games. Like, damn son. So against the Newcastle team here, who just love to concede every now and again, but also can struggle to create and score themselves as well, this is just a perfect situation for Ben Chilly-Willy here to add to his already well-endowed FPL points total, making him the next defender in this dream. With the final defender for the week being Patrick Van Aanholt. Patrick here is an absolute star. A very attacking fullback, playing for a team that is so passive and boring at times. It's like they're trying to play bloody golf instead, like they don't even want to play football. But Van Aanholt is back from injury now, and is pretty much guaranteed to start really. Where this week, he plays a Burnley team that are almost guaranteed to never tease the back of the net ever again. As this season, even though they played 1 less game than some, they have scored the least amount of goals out of anyone, only scoring 3 in 7 games. Wow, now that is really bad. So a very attacking fullback that could get a return on either side of the pitch, in pretty good form, also playing a team that is currently massively out of form. It's just a perfect stuff here for our final dream team defender. And as you may realise with all of my defender choices here, I always go for the most attacking fullbacks with the potentially easiest clean sheet fixture. And it is just very difficult to predict the highest scoring defender, as watch now, bloody Harry Maguire is going to end up being the highest scoring one because, you know, it's just... But the first midfielder that I will dream about, and bloody keep dreaming about until he eventually scores, because I keep picking him and he just keeps not scoring. It's Aubameyang! I'm gonna have to start like loud whisper shouting because throat hurty-o. And yeah, I know he's only scored 1 open play goal all season. And yeah, I know him and Arsenal bring as much excitement to us all as a married couple does to each other after being with each other for bloody like 50 years. Literally absolutely nothing. But come on, it is Aubameyang. He's still one of the best finishers in the entire world. And on any given day, he could eventually turn it around and just whap in an hat-trick. With this week, he plays against Leeds. A Leeds team who I do think will actually do quite well and could even get a result here. But they do have this terrible habit of giving away all of the goals, literally every single Glasso, and also a lot of penalties too, which Aubameyang takes. So can a goal-scoring midfielder lacking confidence and lacking goals finally do something again and get something here? But I bloody well hope so, because I keep on choosing him and he keeps on not doing anything. So he's here for now in my dream team, potentially forever until he scores again. With the next midfielder in my dream to make me cream and get all of the points. Yeah, sometimes I'm way too sus for my own liking. Why do I say the things I do? But it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno is actually one of the most highest scoring players out of everyone all season, but has actually played 1 less game, so he could well be up there on a per game basis. Where he also loves a penalty, he loves smacking the ball in, and just loves, he adores all of the FPL points. Where this week he will be up against West Brom. That's right, the West Brom team that still haven't won a game and have also conceded the joint most amount of goals out of everyone. Yeah. Now I would probably have gone for a Rashford here, but there's still some doubts of him starting with a small little injury. So Bruno, the Mr. Consistent, the Mr. Penalty King Fetish, makes it in the dream today. With our next player to have a wander into the dreamland of my dreamy dream team, it's Hakim Ziyech. 2 Prem starts and 4 FPL returns for him already. Yeah, not the worst of starts, is it? Being one of the most creative players in a Chelsea attack, they've also produced the most amount of goals out of any team too. Put all of those ingredients together, lads, and you definitely have a spicy recipe to keep producing all of those FPL points. With this week, he plays Newcastle United, a Newcastle team that may do kind of well here and may push them back a little every now and again and put up just a little bit of a fight. But they're probably going to end up having a big old knockout punch on their face from all of these great attackers in this Chelsea team. Where could it be the gloves of Hakim Ziyech here to deliver the final blow and get all of the goals? Where I am actually quite damn confident he could get something here, making him the next midfielder in this team. With the next player and final midfielder to join us on this fine afternoon, it's Jack Grealish. The secret sauce to keep this Villa train going and going, which has already seen them beat the likes of Liverpool, Leicester and Arsenal in just 5 game weeks. Not bad. But Grealish himself has been doing pretty damn well, getting 10 goal contributions in just 7 games, with 4 goals and 6 assists. So he's definitely got the form, and his team have got the fire to potentially set alight Brighton this week, where Brighton have struggled for goals themselves and also for clean sheets as of recent. So it could be quite the walk in the park for Villa. Scenes when Brighton go on and win 3-0 from like a Lamperty hat-trick or something instead, because, you know. But then again, I think I'm probably slightly safer betting on Grealish here. And that is the midfield done. Take out the Aubameyang for the likes of like a De Bruyne, Mane or Son, and it probably looks quite damn similar to some of your guys' midfield out there as well. Which, you know, could be a good thing for potential points, but then you realise I'm very bad at predicting the dream team, and usually the players I select don't usually get a lot of points, so whoops. But moving on to the forwards, with the first lad definitely looking to have another party, it's Jamie Vardy. The joint top goal scorer for the season, whilst also missing a game and not even starting in another. That really isn't bad, is it? But also remember, he is the golden boot wearer and was the top goal scorer last season, so is it really surprising? But what might be surprising is the bloody constant flow of penalties Leicester keep getting. Like, what is actually happening? They've had like 7 penalties already this season, where 5 of Vardy's 8 goals have been from the spot already. Wow. But this week, he plays Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool, a difficult fixture, right? Well, maybe not right now, where they have Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, Salah, and a lot more all out right now. Literally no defenders. Even their backups might be out as well. Oh dear. So even though they could still get a result, I don't really see them keeping a clean sheet here. And why would you want to bet against the top banger in top form, Jamie Vardy? With the final 2 players, that's right, a bit of double trouble action going on here. It's Richarlison Dino and Dominic Calvert-Lewandowski. Calvert-Lewin is also the joint top goal scorer, but doesn't have penalties, where Richarlison is a very attacking winger who can score all the goals, but also does have penalties. So if Richarlison is actually fit to play, because I think he's flagged right now with a small little injury, I think this duo against Fulham could actually tear them a new one completely. Just remember when Everton had their entire team fit, playing the likes of West Brom, you know, a team of similar quality of Fulham, and they scored 5 goals against them, with Calvert-Lewin scoring an hat-trick. Yeah, enough said really, isn't it? But there isn't really any other forwards like really jumping out at me with their fixtures. So I think these two, the 2 that can score quite a lot of goals on their day, are also the 2 with the most favourable and healthy fixtures, and definitely not the worst of shouts right now. But that is it for the Gameweek 9 Dream Team, where I could actually see every single one of these geezers here score a hat-trick each, yeah? Easy stuff. Yeah, probably not, but we can all dream, right? But that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for my throat not quite dying yet, but it's getting there. And remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.